Okay, now we'll be changing positions. We're going to set up for a Measure B debate, and there'll be two speakers, Ron Newman and Jim Lissner.
Through a modest reduction in the late night hours of downtown businesses, 1 hour less on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and 2 hours less on Sunday through Wednesday. The reduced hours will take effect gradually over a 5.5-year period ending in 2019. The idea for Measure B is not from me, but from our city council members who have said repeatedly that downtown hours need to be reduced. And I'm going to quote from them. And there's copies of the transcript of this quote out in the lobby and on my website, quietnights.org. Jeff Duclos said, in the late 90s, early 2000s, all of a sudden we were giving out way too much in terms of full alcohol. And then all of a sudden we realized we have this problem that we are dealing with today. Michael DiVirgilio said, the third thing is an overabundance of what I call capacity, hours generally. When this place was dead and we were trying as a community to recruit businesses to come here, we gave too much away. We need to do something to start reducing those hours. But what we're not doing is we're not doing anything to reduce the late night hours. I'm committed to fixing this problem. It's easier to mock, but we totally have a problem in town, and when the economy comes back, that problem is going to be back fuller than it is now. Stop mocking the issue. Those hours aren't going anywhere. Kit Bobko said, we have talked about alcohol as long as I've been on this council. It was one of the first things I talked about when I came on council, and I'm still talking about it now. I think the problem, or the solution, if you will, is the time. I think that the time of things is the critical aspect of this whole equation, and we continually refuse to look that fact in the eye. I have always espoused not intensifying alcohol use in the city, especially on the plaza after 1 a.m. I absolutely agree with Mr. DiVirgilio. The issues that we're concerned with are simply in remission right now. They are coming back, and we're going to deal with them over and over and over again until we finally come around to the idea that restaurants close at around 11 o'clock at night, and whatever happens after that probably ain't a restaurant. No one has come up with anything new to solve this problem. This problem will persist, and it will not go away. Peter Tucker said, we as a council have wrestled with this for many, many years. I've probably wrestled with it for the last 20 since I was on the Planning Commission. I remember when I first got on the Planning Commission, we had another Italian restaurant downtown that came to us and said, you know, I got to have alcohol to compete. And everyone said, yeah, he's been here a long time. I think it's a good idea. Gave him full alcohol. He turns around and sells it. And then it was a place where we've had problems in the past, and every now and then it comes back again. I've always wanted some kind of policy, but we've always danced around it. And that's the end of the quotes. But they're still dancing around it. We still
Jim, you can summarize.
We still haven't figured out what to do about the hours. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim. Ron?
I'll answer a couple questions on this, and then I'll go into a couple. As far as fair balance, crime is down in Hermosa. Taking away property value from people that have invested in property that they've had for 50 years because Jim Lissner thinks there's too many licenses. The city shouldn't have given too many licenses if that was the case. The council has voted against Measure B. So I don't know why he's picking out all these different councilmen that are for it. We support a healthy, vibrant downtown. Hermosa gives a wide variety of options for people of all ages. Beach activities, surfing, beach volleyball, dining, late night entertainment. There is something for everyone. That's what makes Hermosa. Help keep downtown safe for everyone. Restaurants and bars have staff to keep downtown safe. If we close at 12, people will then go to house parties. They'll have parties on the beach. There'll be underage skaters and drinkers and all these different problems. So they're going to still have to have police there to make sure all that is done. But they're going to end up losing millions of dollars in revenue. Local restaurants and bars generate millions of dollars for the city. They pay taxes for city parking, late-night parking, property tax, utility tax, fee revenue. This revenue pays for city services such as the police department, fire department, that directly benefits the residents. The economic spin-off from restaurants and bars benefit businesses of all kinds in this area. The local bars and restaurants create business and bring in customers for other business downtown. Real estate, hotels, rentals, and retail, in addition to creating business, this spin-off creates a thriving economy. Local restaurants and bars serve visitors for all the local residents. The employees of the restaurants and bars are large numbers of renters. They spend a lot of money in the city. If we have to close at that time, what's going to happen is they're not going to have a job. So the domino effect of citizens that own real estate, people that have commercial buildings. Why would I invest in a commercial building if someone can come in and just take my rights away so I can't charge the same figure? And the other thing is restaurants and bars donate thousands of dollars to local schools, Ed Foundation, Comedy Magic Club, Art Walk, Toy Drive, Women's Club. Something like this happens, they're not going to have the money to give. I can tell you at Palmilla alone, they raised $7,000 from a dinner that we let them put out for donate to the Ed Foundation. $7,000.
Can you summarize, Ron?
Yeah. In conclusion, the City Council voted no on Proposition B. The LA County lifeguards voted no on Proposition B. The police do not support the closing of restaurants and bars at midnight. They are on board with staggered closing. Most citizens in Hermosa Beach oppose Proposition B. 50% of the single households, average age 38, who have moved here to enjoy the amenities that Hermosa Beach has to offer. Westwood was forced to close at 12 o'clock. Look what happened to them. Their property values went down. They've never come back again. So
Ron, you can summarize?
Yeah, I'm summarized. And one other thing I'll say with this new Rebuttal waterfront that's coming up, it's going to take a lot of work for Hermosa to upgrade to stay competitive.
Okay, thanks, Ron. Jim, you have 2 minutes.
Thank you. Ron mentioned crime is down. I don't believe it is, but if it is, we keep the downtown under control by throwing money at it. We kind of act like our national government does, where we throw money at wars. Except Hermosa Beach, unlike our federal government, can't print money. We subsidize the downtown. I believe the subsidy is about $3 million a year. So the city's not making money from the downtown. Again, it's going in the hole with the downtown. Ron has basically said that the sky will fall if the hours are cut back a little bit. Sky didn't fall when they stopped smoking in bars. Sky didn't fall when Ron couldn't build a second story at his place. He seems to be doing rather well. It's not going to fall with this. This is a minor adjustment. It's very gradual. There's tons of time to adjust. This is being obsessed with bars in this city and the city government is something that you don't see in other cities. Other cities build car malls, not bar malls. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. Ron, you have 2 minutes.
Jim says that the city throws money, $3 million to take care of all the police and fire and everything that, down here. That's the total untruth. I want to see where he has those figures. I have figures here that show crime is down, right here. It's just not pretty words. As far as subsidizing businesses, the businesses subsidize the police and fire. With the money that is brought in from the overall hotels, restaurants, bars, they're going to need the same police one way or another. They have to have police there just to handle the beach problems, the skateboarders, everything else. In most cities, you try to figure out, hey, how do we bring more business into the city? People like Jim want to take business away from the city because he's never been in business. He doesn't know the overall effect. I'm in 8 different cities. I see the way other cities operate. If they have a problem, they sit down as a group and they work it up, but no one does anything like this. They wouldn't want to damage the city.
Okay, Ron. So that's it for the Measure B statements. We'll now be starting the Hermosa Beach City Council candidate debate, and the candidates will be coming up here.